Divide by Zero is going to target Halana. We're going to use Snakeskin Veil to give hexproof to Halana. That's going to negate the first Divide by Zero. The second one is going to go ahead and bounce Toski. We're going to play Shaile. That's going to come into play. Trigger, trigger, trigger. We're going to give a counter to Halana and another counter to Shaile and haste. Things are going to trigger Spire. It's going to go on the Halana. Halana is going to go on the Shaile. We're going to go into the red zone. And then now mid-combat, we're going to tap Shaile, giving a +1/+1 counter to herself and getting in for lethal. Greetings, all my happy friends, and welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I struggle more so you can struggle less. We are at it again, this time with Naya counters. It started off as a Naya humans thing, and then like a Naya not quite vampires thing, because I was running the Honored Guest or whatever it is, the 2/3 flyer that draws your card every time you play it. Creature with 2 toughness power or less, but it just kept dying, which is ironic because we actually face it in one of our games. But yeah, so I was playing around with that and I ended up settling on this deck, and I gotta admit, I like it. It is fun. It has a lot going on, but the premise behind this deck is we play smaller creatures that get really solid buffs by placing +1/+1 counters on them, and then we're running a bunch of cards that toss +1/+1 counters around. I did consider, I forgot, but the pup that gets a +1/+1 counter when you have another wolf in play, and then when it dies, you gain life equal to the amount of +1/+1 counters on it. Problem is, the only other wolf we're running is Ranger class, so I didn't think it was enough to warrant it. And then I think that is it. I talk about some other things at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Some slight tweaks I had to the video, or to the deck, after we finished playing with it. But without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to tell you my mana base for it, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's probably not 100% accurate. It could probably be tuned a little bit more. So if you are better at mana bases than me or have more time to work on mana bases, definitely adjust and decide on cleaning this one up. But we're running 4 overgrown farmlands, 1 branch loft pathway, 4 sundown paths, 4 rockfall veils, 4 crag crown pathways, 2 layer of the Hydra, a forest, a den of the bugbear, and 2 plains. So we'll just pretty much go down the curve. We are running only a 1-drop. I did consider, what is it, Precious Pupil. I'm so bad with names. But the 1/1 that comes in, or the 0/0 that comes in with a +1/+1 counter, and then when it dies, you can divvy up its +1/+1 counters however you want, or I guess to another creature. I did consider that, but it just felt like the amount of slots in the deck are tight, and it's kind of not impactful enough, especially against board wipes. So I end up excluding it in the deck, but you can easily put it back in if you think you like that. But I do like that card. Hopeful Initiate is a 1/2 human warlock for a white. It has training, so it gives itself its own counters. If it attacks with a creature that has higher tough power than itself, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. Also, for 2 and a white, remove 2 +1/+1 counters from among creatures you control. So it could be +1/+1 counters against any of all your creatures. Destroy target artifact or enchantment, which could come into play. We're running 4 Snakeskin Veils because this ape well, let's go into it. It's an instant for a green. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains hexproof until end of turn. So it negates bounce spells and negates removal while also adding +1/+1 counters to our creatures. Next up, Luminarch Aspirant is a 1/1 human cleric for 1 and a white. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Self-explanatory. Here we go. Here's a card that hasn't seen much play, which I'm excited because I like doing that. I like taking cards that people aren't playing and trying to put them in the decks and see what happens. We're running Shaile, I don't know, Dean of Radiance. It is a 1/1 bird cleric for 1 and a white. We're not playing the backside. This is strictly for this side. Flying Vigilant, and then tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. So 2 things here. A, it gives +1/+1 counter. 3 things. 1, it gives +1/+1 counters to other creatures, which we like. B, it has vigilance, so we could do it after we attack. We attack with her, then tap her to put the counters. And C, she's evasive. She has flying, which is going to be huge in this deck because sometimes in the earlier iterations, I realized that even if our creatures were getting big, they weren't able to push through enough damage. So her having flying is huge. We're running 2 Voice of the Blessed. This is a 2/2 Spirit Cleric for white. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Voice of the Blessed. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 4 or more counters on it, it has flying and vigilance. As long as Voice of the Blessed has 10 or more counters on it, it has indestructible. And I totally messed that up. The whole time I was recording this video, I thought it got indestructible at 4 counters. So actually, yeah. I'll just leave it to the end of the video, but obviously another payoff for having +1/+1 counters. Dragon Guard's Elite is a 2/2 human druid for 1 green. Magecraft, whenever you cast a spell or copy, or copy an instant or a sorcery spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Dragon Guard's Elite, which is pretty much only going to be Snakeskin Veil, but that's okay because the reason why we have it in here is just in case we flood out for 4 white or 4 green, double the amount of +1/+1 counters on Dragon Guard's Elite. It's a hopeful dream, I'm not going to lie, but it's a valuable 2-drop that I like, and it's a 4 must kill, so she's in there. We're trying her out. I think Voice of the Blessed and Dragon Guard's Elite are the 2 flex slots if there are other 2-drops or 1-drops that you guys want to consider. Ranger class is a enchantment class for 1 green. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 2/2 wolf. So right there, a 2/2 for 2 seems fair. Then you can take it to level 2 for 1 and a green. And then whenever you attack with a creature, you get to put a +1/+1 counter on a target creature that is attacking if you choose to. I said that completely horrible, but another way to add +1/+1 counters. And then for 3 and a green, you could take it to level 3, where now you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast creature spells from the top of your library. So a little bit of card advantage. Then finally, we're adjusting our removal package slightly to the Arnie Slays the Troll, which, yay, another non-popular card that I think does work in this deck. For a red and a green, it is a saga. So for a red or green, target creature you control fights up to 1 target creature you don't control. So there's a removal aspect. But wait, there's more. Chapter 2, add a red, which sometimes comes into play, either ramp or giving us additional mana so we could leave up Snakeskin Veil. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature you control. There you have it. And then finally, you gain life equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So additional bonus here. Now, going into our 3-drops, we are running 2 Oran-Rief Oozes. This is a 2/2 ooze for 2 and a green. When Oran-Rief Ooze enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It says target creature, so it doesn't have to be itself. Whenever Oran-Rief Ooze attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. So a variant of Proliferate. Great card, great synergy in our deck. Another finisher and a way to add counters. Angel Fire Ignition is a sorcery for 1 white-red. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. Flashback 2 white-red. Great card, a great way to push damage, a great way to gain some life if we're running behind in the race, and a great way to push or put +1/+1 counters on our cards. And now our payoff, the biggest payoff, the synergies to this deck. We're running Halana and Alena Partners. They are a 2/3 human ranger for 2 red-green, first strike and reach, which does come in handy. It has sneaky reach, but at the beginning of combat on your turn, put X +1/+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Halana and Alena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. So adding counters to Halana is a huge payoff because we add more counters to everybody else using the haste effect. And then finally, just to shore up a matchup, to have a little bit of board wipe resilience as well as get us back in the game if we're falling behind on cards, we are running 2 Toskies, a personal favorite card of mine. Toski, Bearer of Secrets, is a 1/1 squirrel for 3 green. This spell can't be countered, thank you. This card, Toski, is indestructible, thank you. Toski, the Bearer of Secrets, attach each combat if able Normally not a big deal, right? A 1/1 can get blocked fairly easily, but in this deck, he can grow fairly quickly. But here's the real line of text that while we're running Toski. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So what this means is it's only to combat damage, but any creature. So if we have 2 or 3 creatures getting damage, we get to draw 3 cards. And Toski does not have to be attacking to do it. So we can do it, play him on turn 4, attack, and draw cards immediately. So Toski is fantastic. But, all right. Actually, no, that's right. Now that we're catching momentum and I have subs, I can give you guys shout outs. So this video's subscriber of the video, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Okay, you tell I'm still new at this, is Nick S. Nick, thank you so much for the sub and for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. But ladies, gentlemen, and friends, that is the deck. So without further ado, let's see how wide we could spread these +1/+1 counters. I guess we could play our 2-drop, so I think we keep this. Shambling Glass, fair enough, fair enough. Ooh. So we can't actually play a 1-drop here. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. Play a 1-drop and then probably go Ranger class, I think. Won't be able to play Shaile for a second. Shaile? The Dean. We'll play the Dean. Probably have to wait till after a board wipe to play the old Dean Areno. No attacks. Play Ranger class. We'll hold here so we don't lose our Initiate. We could, though. Like, there is an argument for that, but, you know, we could put a counter on it, so why not? There's also a world where we could... Let's see. We could Angel Fire Ignition, but I think if we can, we want to put down Shaile. Alright, cool. It worked out. Worked out regardless. Would like to get Tusky down on curve, being completely honest with you. Black, white. Vampires. Interesting. Interesting. They have this Shambling Ghast anyways. They get the card. Nicely done, opponent. Nicely done. So... that's a little awkward with Ghast in play. Let's... We can't fight this turn, so let's go ahead and just level. And then go to combat. And this will work out, yes. Counter first, and then trigger training. Get in there. Alright, that bodes well for us. I'm gonna wait to place Ignition as the last card we play. Opponent's gonna get to draw multiple cards. You know what's funny is when I first was building this deck, Welcoming Vampire was in it. And then we just got wrecked. Alright, so we're going to... man, do we fire off the Toski here to draw us a card? I don't hate that over fighting. We also don't want them to draw 2 cards, though, right? 2 cards is one of the ways we lose this, so this is tough. Unfortunately, with the Shambling Ghast in play, we can't really play 2 cards this turn. So, let's see. We have double red, but I don't think we're going to do it. White, white. So, let's go double green. And let's play Toski and then attack. Counter here. Level there. Yeah, it's unfortunate. There's no doubt about it. We're going to get 1 card off of Toski, though, so I don't hate that. Okay, okay. Nice. So they're going to reduce the memory or Toski. Unfortunate, because I like Toski a lot. And putting counters on him seems pretty sweet. Attacking with the 2/2. Wedding announcement. Okay. That's not the worst. Double wedding announcement. That's a little annoying. So they're gonna get to draw 2 cards here, right? Nice, opponent. Nice. Alright, so... Man, I kind of feel like at this point we need to fight. Like, they're just getting so many cards right now, which is super annoying. I wish you could play it a little differently, right? Could also play the Halana. Man, how do we do this? How do we do this? So let's play Angel Ignition. Oh, we only have 1 fire. And I said we weren't going to do the same thing in 1 turn. That's funny. Let's go ahead and fight. You fight here. Why did it... Oh, resolve. Okay. And then if they want to triple block this, I think we're okay with that. I feel like this is okay. I could be wrong. Maybe I should have not attacked with the wolf. I like pressuring them, though. Okay. So they're probably gonna just kill our wolf, unfortunately. So let's see what they put the minus counter on. If they put it on our wolf, let's go ahead and activate. Destroy that. Taking the counters off of that. You guys know what's up. You guys know what's up. So let's see, are they going to exile? What are they going to exile? Yeah, I think Ignition's going to end up being the last card we play. Unfortunately. So they're eyeballing it. I want them to take out the Initiate. Eye Twitch. Okay. Unlucky, dude. Oh, wow. Nice. Nice, nice opponent. Alright, alright. Yeah, guess we put 2 counters on that, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do, right? So let's go land. Play these 2. Play Shaile. Put counters on Shaile. Go to combat. Put another counter on Shaile. And then I think we could still tap her to put a counter on Halana. They're gonna block. Alright, alright. I mean, they've drawn a ton of cards off these darn vampires, though, which is unfortunate. That resolves. And then I think we put a counter on Halana and Alena, though it's not looking good. So this is going to grab Introduction to Annihilation if I had to take a stab at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've just drawn so many cards. So I think Angel Fire Ignition is going to be one of the big finishers for us. We could play this on Halana, then up Shaile, and then swing. They got another exile effect. Rude. Oh yeah, I guess she came into play too. That's awesome. Fortunately, the other one's just going to rot in our hand, which is a bad one. But we are going to gain some life here. Man, Every time I played that Welcoming Vampire, they just died. Okay, alright. That's actually not bad for us. Ah, opponent being super rude. So we can technically play Shaile, but I think I want to save. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Ah, we're just shy of doing both, unfortunately. All right, so let's. Can we kill them? No, we can't, unfortunately. So let's Arnie. Or maybe we can. Fight here. Then we attack. They can block 2. No, it's not enough. So here. Fight here. We attack. It kills both things. Oh, but it kills that too. So we unfortunately can't attack this turn, which is super awkward. Unless we fire off the ignition. You know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, we don't have the red. Awkward. So a little punished for that red. No good attacks because of Shambling Ghast, unfortunately. So we're going to have to hold here. Which is quite annoying. Man, that double red punishing us a little bit here. I think we could have had the game. I think we would have had the game, honestly.
You deal with this annoyance.
We needed Snakeskin Veil. Well, we can kill Soren. So that's kind of cool, right? We can level this up. Oh, and we could play Ignition. Okay, so let's level this up, see what we get. A land. So we can attack Soren or we can attack them. Can we kill them? The only problem is we also don't leave up Snakeskin Veil. Let's Ignition. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, man, that's so annoying. The -1 counter from that is huge, because then they could just block and then minus it. You know what I mean? So awkward. So awkward. Okay. Come on, be a big hit. Be a big hit. 1. Okay.
Blood for knowledge, a fair trade.
Oh my gosh. They've just kind of been on it, haven't they? And an eye twitch. I mean, it's just gonna be Ignition, right? Our opponents just had the nuts on us, man. Just had the nuts on us. Oh ho ho. Ho ho. Wait, is it? What am I confused about? Oh, it's their combat. Okay. Alright, I think we're good now. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I think we've got it now. So hold on. It's gonna be, if we go here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So not quite enough to kill them. But then we have that as flashback. No, so I guess we hold the Snakeskin Veil. Okay. Play Aspirant. right? Play the land. Play the ignition they know about. 1, 2. Yeah, let's just play the expensive one now. Play it here. Put the counter on her. They can make a blocker. Is that good enough? Is that going to be enough? I think we could race that, honestly. I think we can race that. Just drawing so many cards. So many cards, opponent. We have the one Snakeskin Veil they know about. So I'm not worried about them drawing a card here. Or, like, getting exile effect. Mascot. Okay. Let's... Okay. So they're going to plus make a vampire and then plus their dudes. I think we could still push enough damage to go over that. Because we have 2 more ignitions, right? This is going to be a 10, 12 pushing damage. Alright, it's going to be close, actually. Merchant, alright. Mm-hmm.
I bring my own army.
So this thing's going to be a 5. We know we're drawing a land, unfortunately. Let's see what they're doing. They're going to draw. We got to just leave up Snakeskin Veil for the rest of the game. Man, what an interesting first game. Yep. Another Aspirant. Okay. Math. This is 9. So this negates this attack, unfortunately, right? I actually wonder if I should just fire off the, like, the ground guy, you know what I mean? I wonder if I'm handling this incorrectly. And I'm putting all my eggs on this Shaile is incorrect. I should be getting in. No, because they have plenty of blockers. We just want to make sure we don't die. Can you imagine? They almost had 3 wedding festivals this game. That would have been ridiculous. I didn't miss lethal, no, because gaining 9. I was like, I keep wanting this thing to deal double damage, but it's on you, friend. You can sacrifice a treasure or a creature or whatever. But we got to pretty much leave up Snakeskin Veil for the rest of the game, because this is our road to victory. I wonder if I should have just killed the Sorin, right? Maybe it was correct. It still gave him a form of card advantage. They've just drawn a lot more cards than us, so the fact that we're still in this is pretty huge. So if we attack Sorin, they just don't do anything, right? So I think we have to go face. They have 9 life, though, so they're not in horrible spate. Let's see. So this is going to go up to 11, 12, 13, right? 13. They gain 9 there at 15, 13. Wait. This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's still not enough. They're gaining 9. We're 1 shy. Oh, wait a minute. We're drawing Snakeskin Veil. Man, that's kind of risky. Right? We have perfect information. So they gain 4 life. They're up 10, 15. This is about to make it 10, 11, 12, 13. Right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we are shy. Okay. Math is off. So, sorry, chat. I guess our opponent is maybe tilting. Man, one counter off. And we don't have the mana, right? Unfortunately. To cast it a second time, because that would be lethal. Trigger, trigger. On there. On there. And we... Alright. Go to combat. Attack you. 13. And alright. Sweet. Wow. So our opponent goes first and we have only 2 mana, but gosh, this hand feels pretty darn sweet. Yeah. I think I'm going to keep this one. Because, I mean, we have a solid... Alright, against Mill. Okay, alright. I feel good about this, actually. So, probably going to go Ranger class. Right? And then Arnie can slay the Rune Crab. They're going through our stuff right now of WTF, mate. We just got to hit 2 lands at some point. Wow, alright. Opponent getting it. Getting it. And look at that. Right on curve. Ranger class versus Aspirant. Let's go... Aspirant. And that could be wrong because they could bounce, right? But next turn we can play Oran-Rief Ooze. Put a counter on Aspirant. Get in there, right? Actually, let's see what they do, because we need to get this Rune Crab off the board, for sure. Hate that they didn't tap out. That's kind of... Oh, wait. All right, yeah, we're actually fine, actually. I take that back. So, go to combat. Let's attack. Alright, we can get the Rune Crab off because we have Snakeskin Veil. So it's going all in, but... Play Arnie. They're going to try to divide by 0. We Snakeskin Veil. Excellent, thank you very much. This resolves. Okay, and we get to leave up Snakeskin Veil, so that feels great. We're going to get red mana next turn, so we can probably... Oh, we will play Halana. And just keep bashing. It's a race. Okay, that's fine. And then that way, Oran-Rief... Oh my gosh, we're going to get to go off this game. Sweet. Right? Because we get a red mana. Put 2 counters here. I wish Halana was already in play, but that's okay. Because... Oran-Rief Ooze is going to put a counter on Halana. Halana is going to give counters to Ooze, and then we attack. My turn. Get our red mana. Put 2 counters here. Play, let's see, green. Alright, we've gotten pinched before on not having double red, so let's go double red here. So red, white, or whatever, red here. Go to combat. She's going to trigger first. Put a counter on them. They put a counter on her. We go to attacks. Swing in for 8. Send it back to the opponent. Oh, please let me play Oran-Rief Ooze. Please, so I can make this the intro to the video. Come on. Oh, darn it. So close. So close to having the shenanigan. Alright, this doesn't seem too bad, actually. We're going to keep this. We're going to keep this, and... Alright, this seems way worse now. It seems so much worse now. We're gonna go Ranger class because it's probably the thing we're okay dying at the most, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of an issue, guys. Red, green. Alright, that's a step in the right direction. If we can avoid getting completely ran over, right? I think we have a shot. I think we have a shot. So we need a fire source. So we can go Voice of the Blessed on 2. And I think we just wait, actually. I think it has to be Dragon Guard Elite. Because Dragon Guard Elite plus Snakeskin Veil could potentially get big enough to block what our opponent's got going on, right? We really need to hit a fire source, though. Like, this getting indestructible is relevant as well, but 2 triggers of Halana will get it there, right? I guess attacking helps, too. I wonder if we just do that instead, right? I wonder if we just, Opponent's deck is super cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, word, homie. Yeah, we're in a bit of a pickle here. Alright, whew. It was a pretty amazing top deck, not gonna lie. I really want to level this, though, to make this a 3-3. How much damage can we take next turn? This becomes a 4-4. This blocks. I think we have to slow play this. I could be wrong. Play a land, level that. Then it's, let's see. It's a 2-3, a 3-4. Mammoth, okay. Do they play a land? They do. Fair. But they can't level it up. Alright, let's see if they attack here. I don't think they do. Oh, wow. Okay. If we put the counter on the wolf, we could block both. I think we gotta take that. Okay, I feel like that's a win for us. I feel like that was a win. Honestly. So this has to be our white. So we can play Voice. We can play Voice plus level. Is that correct? Let's level. This attacks. Because the wolf wants the chump block. Put a counter here. They take it. We play Voice. We can also double block if we want to, but I don't think we do. Let's see how crazy they go on this mammoth. Because we also have the Hopeful Initiate. Okay. That's awkward. You got me. You got me. Fair. Ooh. Two counters here, and we don't attack because we're at 9. So if we can get Halana and Alena to survive... Yes! Yes! Alright, we're good. We're good now. I feel so much safer now. And we get the land, so we can, instead of playing Hopeful Initiate, right? Let's see. So play this. This is a green and a white. Pump the Angel Fire Ignition here. Trigger. Pump her. Pumping here. And then A space the opponent. Putting the counter here so we gain more life. They have to make some blocks. We're gonna gain 5. This feels pretty good. Our opponent's at 1. Do we have it? Our guys are bigger than a board wipe. Is there double damage? Double damage might be able to kill us. On the board, if they have double damage, that's 12. Destroy 2 basics. Alright, land comes into play. Nice. Let's just block so we don't lose. That's the only way we lose. There's no reason in keeping our Halana alive. We have another ignition. Good game, opponent. Whew! Man, this deck. No. We're gonna mulligan this one. Alright, we will keep this one and tuck a Hopeful Initiate, unfortunately. But at least we have Dragon Guard Elite into an Ooze with Snakeskin Veil backup against mono white. This is where us not having removal is going to be a serious test. So we gotta leave up the Snakeskin Veil next turn. So hopefully we draw a white source. So we could play Aspirant and leave up Snakeskin Veil for their exile effect. That would be pretty huge. That would be pretty close to a game changer, I feel like. So let's see if we can get it. White source off the top. No white source. Oh, man. I think we have to hold. We unfortunately have to hold here. Because if we play our Ooze and they play like an exile effect, we just get wrecked. Of course, with our luck, this will be Elite Spellbinder. Yep. Of course it would. Why would it not be? So when they target us, I guess we just go here. So at least we can block. Oh, man, that's unlucky. So they probably should tax our Ooze since they know we're missing white. Spending quite a bit. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Don't know if that's the one I would have gone for, but alright. Case and point. Case and point. So do we play one thing or do we play 2 things here, right? Let's play 2 things here. No attacks yet. So let's see if they have an exile effect, unfortunately. Okay, actually, that's not bad. That is not bad. They attack just in the air. Okay, okay. Ah, man, if we could get a fire. Can we put them under enough pressure? Problem is, we're just going to lose in the air. That is the issue. Actually, probably should put the counter on him anyways. Alright, so training triggers first? No, second. There we go. I mean, we did the thing. I just don't think it's going to be enough. I mean, this is holy shoot, 14 damage coming across the board. They can chump block, unfortunately. Are they going to double block? Yeah. Yeah, I guess the higher attack is better. They took the rest of it, though. Play our land. Alright, we just... Man. Ah! Of course. Yeah, it's probably going to be enough to do it. Yeah, and they're going to gain 4. I think that just kills us. Yeah, fair enough. Well played, opponent. Well... Man, this hand is great. Only problem is our opponent goes first, which is unfortunate. But I think we're keeping this one. We have all our colors. So this is actually fine because I don't think we were going to play either of these out without... Oh, well, shoot. This is a little awkward. Let's see here. Red, green... I want the white for sure, so let's go here and jam. So now do we play Ooze is my question. Alright, let's go... Ooze feels pretty sweet, right? Though I kind of like the idea of giving counters. Yeah, let's go ahead and play around... Let's play around leaving not Jirari Disruption, Snakeskin Veil. Because this may be one of the ways we win this matchup if they're going to keep making dudes. This guy getting counters is going to be pretty sweet, though. Okay, that's a good sign for us. Let's see. It's going to be close, but if we can get aggressive enough, quick enough... You know, we have Oran-Rief Ooze to get us there. We got a chump blocker, fair. So they have another Deadly Dispute, fair enough. Make another blocker. Our turn. Let's start getting counters here. And attacking. Okay. So we have the one Snakeskin Veil, which is gonna be a little... Man, can we get a Toski? Toski would be... Toski would be absolutely amazing here. So now we have to leave up 3 mana. Man, if it wasn't for Blood in the Snow or Meathook Massacre, I think I would just go all in. But unfortunately, we just get punished here for that. Right? So we have to leave this in hand. Counter here. We need this guy to get indestructible as quickly as possible. So... leave this guy back. And let's see if this is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They get an Eye Twitch back. Doomscar. Gosh darn it, man. Almost. We needed one more counter on here. Oh, that's so irritating. And then giving the hexproof doesn't do it either. Oh, that's so frustrating. We were so close. Oh, double ooze though. Alright, that's what's up. Gotta leave the veil, unfortunately. I can't lose one to pinpoint removal. But I guess since we had 2, the benefit is there. I don't know. Gosh, we were 1. We just needed 1 turn sooner. Edgar, okay. Oh no, and now we're gonna flood. So obviously the counters would have mattered there. This could be an interesting matchup for us. We're opening ourselves up to another board wipe, but what are you gonna do, right? No attacks yet, because we don't want to just trade. But next turn they become 5/5s. So that helps. Lulth, okay.
I will show you what happens when the spiders squash.
Good job, opponent.
I have so many new weapons I want to try out.
So they make 4 spiders. Nice, nice. And that Doom's... Oh. Alright, can we get a flyer or something? So now we came in attack. So I guess I got punished for being conservative. Yep, we'll take the 4. So what can we do here? 5/5s. They have to block everything on 1. Another Snakeskin Veil. Gosh darn it. I guess we can do this and see what happens. Fair. Yeah, nothing really we can do about that. It's a sweet combo they got going on. Good news is, I mean, we're just like 1, either like a flyer or a ignition away from being able to like close this game. We're gonna take... Okay. Oh man, what a different game this would have been. I'm so bummed about that. Because we had the veil to add a counter to it as well. And make more spiders, fair. So these guys could be 7/7s though. This is pretty sweet, right? What does this do? Put a counter, a death touch counter. Okay, it's only until end of turn, so we're fine.
I can teach you a thing or two.
Yep. We'll take it. Elite's not quite enough. We attack with both again. We don't technically die, right? We attack them. I think... We're just gonna have to leave the guard out there to die, I guess. I wonder if we should attack their face. Yeah, fair. So they minus. It's so funny. The only removal they had was the Deadly Disputes. So we're not dead because we can use 1 Snakeskin Veil to protect. Well, maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're just jump blocking with her, unfortunately. Because, well, maybe they'll make a bunch of spiders. Not sure what the correct play is here.
You better watch your back. I fare better on my own anyway. Oh,
okay, she's gonna make a bunch of dudes. Ignition! Ignition off the top, please. Am I missing something? We don't die here, right? Oh, is it a meat hook massacre? Oh man, what if it is a massacre? That's why she didn't activate this? It is a massacre. Yep. It's exactly what it is. One, two. Oh yeah, they have more than enough too. So I can't even play both of these because we could have saved her. But yeah, it's a massacre. Show it to me and I'll give it to you. That's why they waited. I might have actually not thought about it if they hadn't fired off the Kaya. Man. Just can't catch a break here. These snakeskin bills. Good job, opponent. Let's just see what we draw, just out of curiosity, and I'll concede at that point. Yeah, double board wipe. Man, isn't that horrible? We have the veils in hand. No hasty units. Yeah, that'll do it. Good game, opponent. Well done. They played really well. Dragon Guard Elite and Ranger class. We're going first. Think we can keep this. I think we can keep this because we can level Ranger class and we have the Veil to protect our Elite. Kind of ride that to victory. I think we're still going to play the Elite on... Well, are we? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think if anything, this deck loses to its mana base. It feels like. But then we flooded last game, right? So it's super weird. Like, super weird. Double Snakeskin Veil. Of course, it's super suspicious. Alright, well. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So... I guess we just play around the board wipe. This is going to be a Fading Hope, and we have Snakeskin Veil. Oh, wow, nice. And maybe we should have just played the Initiate to leave up Snakeskin Veil on both turns, right? But I think we're safe here. Yeah, it wasn't gonna matter anyways. Oh, and of course we don't hit our land here. Of course. Why would we hit our land here? Why? Why? We can attack with a 1. Let's just play Shaile. Oh, man. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. We only lost 2 guys. Fair. Alright, turn. Oh, Toski! Get in there. Are you gonna divide me, bro? Toski can't be countered, by the way. Just throwing that out there. You can take 2, opponent. It's not a big deal. Or can they? Trying to figure out if they want to fire off this divide by 0. And yeah, we'll just initiate here. You want to divide that? Okay, cool. Oh, wait a minute. I could have tapped... Should have tapped that. Are they... Wait, are they going to spawn? Can I, like, control? Full control? I want to tap this. I want to give it a counter. Okay. Wait. Hold on, hold on. So tap this first. That resolves. Now Snakeskin Veil. And do they... Oh, excellent, excellent, excellent. Feel pretty good about that. Feel pretty good about that, honestly. Land, please? Yes, thank you. Get this under the radar because Toski can't be countered. And then we're gonna put 2 counters on him. Please? Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Can we do this? Can we do this? Play Toski. Go to combat, give him haste. Attack. Give her a counter. They double block. So they deny us the card, but Toski's now... we should probably put it... No, that's fine. Okay, okay. So I think we have to hold on to Initiate. We may fire off the Lair of the Hydra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They foretold a card, unfortunately. I don't think it's worth running out the Hopeful. We just gotta ride this. Oh my gosh. Behold, okay. Okay, I wonder if we just level Ranger class. Oh, they topped both? Yep. Bounce, bounce. The good news is that we get into Halana and then Initiate. Right? Man. I'm so pooped out about that. Okay, they Revelry. Okay. 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 Oh, but it comes into play tapped. Gosh darn it. Oh, this is where not having removal is annoying. And they just Doom Scar. So I think we need to... It's either level the Hydra, right? Or level Ranger class. It's just level the Hydra. Plus here. Make it for 3. So we try to draw a card. And then go to combat. Put the 2 here. Attack. And put the 1 here, I guess. I definitely thought about putting it in a different way where all 4 of them were 4, but man, I don't think it matters, honestly. We have no way of getting that Lear off the board. Oh man, that top. We had... It's so funny, like we had them and now they got a full grip. Yep. Maybe they Doom Scar us and they don't realize that Toski is... Okay. I find it hard to believe they don't, you know, they don't know that Toski's indestructible. All right, come on. Mm. Okay. Oh, we got so lucky there. What a top deck. So, man, I want to play Toski and fire up the den to draw 2 cards, but hold up. We need 2, and then that leaves us with 3. So, right? Red, black to play that. So, fire this up for 2. Yeah. So, hold on. Green, green, red. Activate as a 2/2. Play Arn. Fight. Yes. Attack. Put another counter on it. Okay, okay. Depending on what they do here, we may fire up the Den of the Bugbear to get the counters, right? Oh, never mind. It resolved. Unfortunate. Okay, so let's go green source. Play Halana first because Toski can't get countered. That resolves. Play Toski. Give Toski charge and haste and stuff. Oh, man. And they have 3 cards in hand. What are the chances that their hand stinks, right? Ah. Alright, yeah, it's good enough. Alright, our opponent's going first. This one has all our colors, and we have potential removal, so I think we keep this. I'm not thrilled about double Toski, but we've kind of lost to our mana base a couple times, so I think we need to capitalize on this. So, is it right on curve? Lol. Let's see. So, next turn, Hopeful Initiate into Toski isn't too bad. We might get to draw some cards. See if they play a tapped blue or not. Okay. Ranger class. That's sweet. Let's go Initiate. Ranger class. Attack. This opens us up to a Cinderclasm for sure. Okay, so Cinderclasm's off the table. I like that. So the question is, where are we putting the +1 count? I guess we just Toski here. Yeah, I think we just Toski here. Oh, that is really tempting. That is really tempting with shields down. I think this gives us some protection against board wipe, right? Because this could be a burn. You guys are the new one, I know. Oh, we never leveled the class. Okay. At least we get to draw 3 cards here. So I love that. Toski's like one of my favorite cards. The fact that I get to play him is awesome. Alright. Alright, so we have a decent board to rebuild. Should this be a burn down the house? Let's see if that's what it is. We still get a Toski. And we could put... Yep, burn down the house. Fair enough. Alright. Oh, man. So close, yet so far away. If we could have played, like, Halana plus, like, Shaile, that would have been sweet. To give her the counter, right? So what are we doing with our lives here? I think we're just gonna pump up the Toski. Pump up the jams! Yeah, and then we get to leave up Snakeskin Veil. Get it underneath any counter magic. Seems correct here. Let's get in there. Yeah, I'm definitely glad we played around Burn Down the House. Past the turn. So, let's see here. If we go Voice of the Blessed plus level class, we could put 2/3 counters on him. I don't think that's great. Elite. So let's go... Man, maybe the Indestructible is worth it. Actually, let's go Aspirant over Shaile. Triggers. I want to leave up mana. Iteration, okay. So this is double Fading Hope or whatever. Let's see where they put it. Oh, alright. That resolves. Where's the second one going? So what is more important? Toski or Hana? I think we're gonna save... I think we're gonna save Halana. Yeah, and then, let's see. So now that we don't have that, we could probably... Oh, and they... Ooh. Okay, okay, okay. So let's kind of go ham on this, right? Oh, we can make him indestructible already, right? 1 here. Then that gives her 4 here. Oh, we can't play that, though. Okay, cancel. So let's go here. So, trigger like that. She's going to give 4 here. She's going to give 1 here. They're both going to attack. And then post-combat, they're going to tap to give them 1. So now this survives. Yes! Oh, yes! Woo! Well, happy friends, that is Naya counters. And... Man, I'm kind of torn between a 3 and a 4. And I think it's a 3. This deck is fun. As you guys saw, we had all kinds of different things going on, which I think makes this deck very interesting. And it obviously has the capability of winning. Though, like all aggro decks, it is slightly susceptible to board wipes. Even with kind of... I don't know. I guess maybe we should probably, instead of the Snakeskin Veils, run, maybe taking out the Voice of the Blessed and then putting into, what are they called? Not Valiant Leaps. Valiant Stance? Valiant Stance. There you go. So we have additional way to fight board wipe. That's probably correct, actually. I think if you do that, I like the Angel Fire, so I think it's probably the Voice of the Blessed. They never really played out the way I wanted them to. So I think it would be cut the Voice of the Blessed to make our mana a little bit cleaner, and then add in the Valiant Stances. So, Valor Stance. There we go. Valor Stance. I got it. I'm sure some of you were yelling at the computer screen already. To shore up the board wipe thing. I think that would really put this deck far and away. But yeah, Snakeskin Veil, an absolute powerhouse. Even with that one game where our opponent double board wiped us and Snakeskin Veils just rotted our hands, I think the blowouts that we had with it, like sometimes it straight up won us the game. So I think they're definitely an inclusion for sure. I did consider I forgot what it is, the last hold or whatever, the +1 counter for something for 1 white, and then you could flash it back. But I don't think that gives enough value to our deck versus running something like Angel Fire Ignition. But let me know what you think. This one was fun. I like this one. I want to clean it up some, but I definitely enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoyed it too. And as always, until next time, happy gaming.